Hello, welcome. This is a Twin Flame Tarot reading for November. I can't actually believe I'm saying that. Sounds mad to say November, but it is. It's for November. So, yeah, Twin Flame for November. Let's see. Be interesting to see what comes through for this reading. And remember, it's for either your Twin Flame or somebody in your life who's emotionally very avoidant, you know, and it's like they're the sort of person that they would like connection, but they just don't know how to do it. They just literally don't know how to do it. Okay. And they will put up so many blocks. So let's ask Spirit to guide us then for November for Twin Flame. Thanks for subscribing and giving the video a thumbs up as well, because it does help it reach more people. And I hope you're doing okay. So, let's see. Take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. Now this card is the Eight of Pentacles. You're becoming an expert at how you deal with this person or situation. You're much more clued up than you were when you met this person originally. Much more clued up. You've got the Singer of Courage. Lovely. So November, you really know how to handle this situation, this person. You've got the courage to do whatever you need to do in terms of this person. So interesting. Let's pick some more cards. I mean, perhaps you're going to need the courage to say something to this person, or walk away from this person, or break free. I don't know. Let's just pick some more cards and see, because okay, so the recent past for the Twin Flame. There's been space here. That is the card of taking a break, taking space. So there's been more space between you both than normal. Two of Wands, waiting. Someone's been waiting. Okay, because you've got the waiting card. Two of Wands is waiting. So somebody's been waiting to see what happens, but it's taking time. It's taking time to see what way it's going to go. Is it going to go this way? Is it going to go that way? There is pain. Somebody's been heartbroken or grieving. Okay. Pain body could have been coming up for somebody. Death card. There's an ending. There's an ending in somebody's life, and it's very, very challenging. Okay, because it come in the challenge position. There is an ending that's very painful, and it could be grief, grieving somebody, loss. Could just be you ending an old timeline, you know, ending your pain body, ending your inner child story, ending this timeline that you had with this person. Or you could be going through some other kind of heartbreak. There's been some kind of heartbreak and an ending to something. Okay, not necessarily to do with your Twin Flame, could be to do with somebody else even. Or like I said, it could be to do with yourself. You're ending a pattern or a habit. Okay, so the person you think about, they've still got a lot of mind activity. This person's still very stuck in their patterns. This person you're dealing with has a lot of mind patterns, negative ones, yeah, and they're karmic, brought forward from past lives. And these karmic mind patterns are barriers, and it keeps them stuck in the ego. So that's why this person can never really drop their guard. They can never really open up properly, because of the mind patterns that still plague them. They've still got all of those, that nothing's changed. It hasn't actually changed for this person at all. I feel like you've been trying to make changes because you've been going through heartache or grief or purging. You've been ending something. You have been definitely ending something. I feel like you've been ending a major chapter. And, you know, but while you've been doing that, your person is still, they're still going round and round in circles with the same freaking mind patterns they've had before. You know, the ego, the false self, they've still got whatever issues your person has. I would say they've probably pretty much got them still. Now they've got the Knight of Cups. They may be wanting to offer you something. They may be trying to offer you something, okay, in November. And it could be more like friendship based or something. They want to offer you something, but I think their mind gets in the way, that's for sure, because that's kind of like them wanting to offer you friendship or something. But look at all the mind problems in the way. They've got lots of emotional barriers. And I think this person may even suffer with a bit of paranoia. What do they think of you? King of Wands. Strange. Let's pick another card to go with that. They see you as quite a strong person these days. Lovers. Oh, God. Now, the Lovers card represents a crossroads. They're very torn. They're very, very torn about you, okay? To have that Lovers card, because it's a crossroads. They see you as somebody that can make them feel better. Right? Because the King of Wands typically offers a boost. Okay? That's part of the King of Wands energy, is that it's somebody who's got charisma. You may not feel you have charisma, but that the King of Wands usually has alignment, okay, and they're kind of a leader, okay, in their own life. So this person is seeing you as quite strong. Your twin flame, or this emotionally avoidant person in your life who has a lot of issues with intimacy, I feel, lots of mental barriers against intimacy, even though they would, I feel in November they could try to offer you more of a friendship, or they could reach out to you in some way in November. I feel they see you as somebody at the moment who's strong. I don't know if they necessarily saw you like that in the past, but now in November they're definitely viewing you as somebody who's really quite strong, in an attractive way, really. And they feel that you make them feel better. They're torn in two about what to do about you with that Lovers card. They don't know. It could be a platonic friendship. It could be a family member. It doesn't have to be a lover just because it's got the Lovers card. But they see you in November as somebody who is strong, who is in control of their own life, empowered, yeah. And they sort of value that about you, and they feel if they spend time with you that you are going to make them feel better. And that's kind of how they view you, and they're just torn about what to do about you. And it's a bit, I feel a bit of a funny energy, because I don't think any of us are really should really be there just to make other people feel better. That's their job. Their job is to try and make themselves feel better. It's not your job to make someone else feel better. Okay, so how do they feel in November, please? Page of Swords. Okay, they're going to tread carefully, right? They're going to tread very, very carefully, which I'm not surprised at, because this person's got a lot of mind patterns. They don't want to get hurt. This person, we know this person doesn't like to feel vulnerable anyway. 5 of Swords. They're just going to carry on the same, honestly. They're just going to carry on the same. You know, not opening up to you, not showing any vulnerability, wanting to maintain the power. You know, you may not be involved with this person at the moment because obviously you've got this card at the beginning, the very first card, which shows that there's been space between you. But it's just to show you that I think Spirit's just trying to say, look, yes, this person does like you. Yes, you make this person feel better. And that's when they look at you and think about you, they think, wow, that person's, you know, I don't know what to say, your name, but, you know, they look at you and think, wow, you've grown, you're stronger. And I know if I spent time with you, you would make me feel better. But I don't know if I want to spend time with you because I want to maintain this mask that I wear. And I don't want you to see how vulnerable I am. You know? I'd like to offer you my friendship and I'd like to get a bit closer to you, but I don't really want to give up this fake ego persona that I'm the more dominant one out of the two of us. Because I feel you're getting stronger all the time. And they would actually benefit from spending time with you. But they just feel torn about it because they don't want to show any weak... They see intimacy as a weakness, you know? That they would have to be vulnerable and show weakness in order to truly connect and have a proper friendship, you know, or something meaningful with you. So Spirit's trying to let you know that, you know, I don't think this person's really moved on. And I hate to say that, but that's what we're seeing in the cards. They want to move forward. This is how they want to move forward. High Priestess. Very privately, which is typical of this person. Very private, not opening up, very closed. But they are working with Spirit in their own way. They are working on their own development in their own way. It might not be in the way that you would work on your self-development, but they are opening up to Spirit more and their own development more. Okay? But they keep it very closed off. So you can't get involved or have a meaningful connection, I don't feel. 9 of Cups. Yeah, they basically... This is how they want to move forward. They want to have the luxuries and the good things in their life. They want to have fun, okay? But it's sort of in a one-way type of way. It's in their way for them, okay? Because they've got 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is definitely a lucky card and it's having luxuries and it's things going in your favour, but you're all alone with the happiness. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So this person wants happiness, but they just want it to be for themselves and they want to keep it to themselves. All right? They're very shut off, this person. When they're happy, they could probably come across as being a bit arrogant or smug. All right? Because they don't share. Okay, so what's hidden that you don't see for November? Queen of Cups, interesting. So 2 things here. November, you're going to get more and more in tune with yourself than you even already are. I feel like on this channel, as a frequency, as a soul family, we are massively evolving from... Even from just before the beginning of the summer, which, okay, you might not be in summer. It was July, yeah, around July time to where we are now. Yeah, this is going to be the November reading. That's been a massive change. That has been massive for us on this channel. I know it has. And it's like we're so much more in tune with ourselves. We're tuning into our needs and it's brilliant. The other thing... is that somebody could tell us how much they care in some kind of way. This person could end up admitting that they care for you, but how they do it, I don't know. Let's pick a card to go with it because They're going to say it. Whether it's going to happen in November, I don't know. King of Cups. Oh my God, the King and Queen of Cups. That is bizarre, right? That's a match, isn't it? King and Queen of Cups. That is a match. This is probably why you challenge each other so very much, because you are energetically a match. Not because you're, how can I say energetically a match? That's probably not the right word, because this person has still got a lot of pain body and karma, whereas you've been clearing yours out. But you can clash with this person, because I don't know, now you're taking on your energy, your true energy. You've got King of Wands. You're empowered, okay? So you're empowered, and it was always there. It was always going to happen. It was always predestined that you were going to become the empowered version of yourself, the true version of yourself. All you had to do was clear out the ego, clear out the pain body that was the obstruction that got in the way of you being your empowered self. This is now starting to shine. It's starting to shine out. And what you don't see is that, you know, this person's just probably, they're definitely feeling more and more drawn to you. And I think this could be seriously annoying them in November. I do. I think this, because they want to hold the power. They want to be the more dominant one of the two of you. They don't like showing vulnerability, which is why they back off intimacy. But I think deep down, it's like they're just drawn to you again and again. They're drawn to you, but the trouble is, as much as they may be drawn to you, are they going to just let their barriers down and be real with you? You are being protected by spirit in November, because King of Cups represents being protected by spirit as well. Your spirit guides are very close. They're close by you to make sure you don't slip back into old patterns. Your spirit guides in November are very close to you to make sure that if this person does reach out, that you only interact with them in a way that you are still in tune with your feelings, because you're never going to go back to ignoring your energy again, because you did compromise your energy for this person, and you were trying too hard to please them, or you know, and it's like you realised the error of your ways, and you thought, no, this isn't me. This isn't who I am. I'm not here to please anybody. I'm here to be the leader in my life, to be the authority of my life and be in tune with my needs. And so now it's like a big turning point. And, you know, maybe that's why you had the courage card come out, because it does take courage to say, you know, I'm not doing it anymore. You know, I'm becoming an expert in my life. I'm becoming an expert in my own energy. I'm becoming an expert of meeting my own needs. I don't need to have this attachment problem to this person. I don't need to be running around or allowing them to dominate me. And Spirit is close to you to keep you on track, I feel, in November. Spirit is very close to you to keep you on track. But likewise, this person is, as much as you may have pushed this person away, because I think you have, I think you've already been pushing them away, and you've been ignoring them, they're still going to keep being drawn to you in November. The advice from Spirit is just keep doing what you're doing, because you can basically handle any challenge that's coming your way. And there may be some challenges with this Seven of Wands, but you are in a very good position now to take those any challenges on and just be quite victorious, really. Because I think you've discovered your own energy, you know. And your spirit, you've discovered your own spirituality within you. And that spirituality within you is God. It is spirit within you. And that is the true self. And that's what makes you feel grounded. It makes you feel solid. It's like, oh yes, Now I know who I am. I'm not my history. I am not defined by my past. I am that I am. I am who I am. I am that I am. And that's the difference. So you're very centered, and you can take any knocks really that this person tries to send you, and it won't affect you. 10 of Wands, you know, you're going to get to the finish line basically, and you're going to get where you need to be. So Spirit is basically saying just don't give up, and Spirit is saying that there may be something you can drop or give up in November to make your life even easier. But yeah, just they're saying to you, stand your ground. Stand your ground, because why should you go back to giving this person your power? Why should you go back to trying to please this person or whatever? Your mission is to just be in your alignment, in your truth, and in tune with your feelings, like your truth. And so, and also listening to your spirit guides and following what the guru, the spirit guides are saying to you. So stand your ground in November. This is really the advice from Spirit, and it's what you will be doing, you know. And if there is anything you can drop or give up in order to strengthen your energy even more, that will help you too. There may be something you can give up, a habit, a pattern, a person, a relationship. There may be something else you can give up, and it will speed the process up. But even if you don't, regardless, you're going to get to the finish line. Regardless, you are going to stand your ground because you've made a lot of progress, and this person is not going to get in your way ever again. They did get in your way for a while, and they enjoyed the power they had over you. Maybe not even in a malicious way, but you did make them feel good. You made them feel better, and that's why they liked spending time with you. You know, and it's like, I think you still do have that effect on them, you know, and they sense the strength in you now. They sense the fact that you've changed, and they sort of, in November, they sort of think, oh, you know, I'd like to spend time with you, but I don't know if it's wise, because they can sense that you're stronger, and they're like, you know, I don't want to be found out, you know. There's a feeling of them not wanting to be found out and seen as weak. But anyway, you know, you're basically more in tune with yourself than ever. You're more in alignment than ever. You know, you've got a lot to offer life, and you know that you can stand your ground these days. You know who you are, and you don't have to explain yourself to anybody. Let's have a look for the last card. Nine of Pentacles. Look, you know, by the end of November, you're just even more in your power, okay? Nine of Pentacles is a good card because it does basically mean having it all, you know. You know, you've got good resources, you've got good skills, you're in a good position, your health's doing well, you feel more connected to yourself and just more happy in yourself, you know, so you're not relying on addictions or anything to make you happy. You just are naturally happier, which is very good. I mean, all right, on the one level you might be alone in some ways, but on the other level you've got yourself into such a good position next month in November that if you were to meet anybody, you're much more likely to meet people that are better for you, you know, because you're in a better place. So I think you just feel a lot happier in November. And it's almost like you could really reject this person quite easily. And I don't mean that in a nasty way, but, you know, I think your spirit guides are trying to keep you on track and say, look, is it in your best interest to have contact with this person? You know, because you've come so far, and we want you to keep going, and we want you to get to the finish line. We want you to really discover who you are and how beautiful you really are, and the true power of spirit that's within you. And that's what your spirit guides want you to achieve, you know. And I think you are probably going to say, you know what, yes, I don't hate you, I don't turn my back on you, but I don't really need to get close to you. I don't really need to invite you into my home. I don't really need to invite you into my life. Because you've got your own things going on now. So you don't need to please this person, and you don't even feel like you need to fix them anymore. It's like you just can let them go on their own journey. I just think you're going to be so much happier. I think most of you are feeling happier, and November, you're just feeling even more content in yourself, doing your own thing, basically. And there's plenty of opportunities for you. And you've even got the Page of Wands, and in this deck, I find it always interesting that person's turning their back on something. And it's like, I feel you're turning your back on your twin flame, or whoever this emotionally avoidant person is. And you're sort of like, you're not cutting cords with them necessarily. You're not saying, oh, I'm never going to speak to you again. There's no need to do that, because we're all one anyway. So what's the point in that? But you are sort of saying, do you know what? I don't really need to go down that road with you again. I don't really need to explore this. I don't really need to do that to myself, because I'm more interested in my journey. I'm more interested in what I've got going on, you know. And you've got the courage, I think, now to just stand by yourself, because you're becoming an expert in your own energy, in your own life. You're building towards something very great in your life now. So the twin flame, or this emotionally avoidant person,